welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and today we're going to put two of my favorite methods of quilting versus each other. One is the big chill out using freezer paper, and the other one is almost first contact using contact paper. So this is a really fun little technique, and my husband, my darling husband, went and bought me a bag of fun little quilting shapes. So we're going to take some of these and hopefully be able to provide you with a link of these shapes and show you how to get this done. So come on in a little closer, it'll be fun. You will need an iron for the freezer paper. But yeah, come on in, we'll show you how to get this done. So as you can see here, I got some fun little shapes, and you can draw either on the outside of them or the inside of them. I'll try and put a link for where my spouse got them. We're going to do a diamond here today, so I'm going to try and put all this stuff out of the way. So I've got my freezer paper and my contact paper. Now contact paper you can write on the back of it, but we're going to fold it this way and just fold this in half. And we're going to make one drawing 4 at a time. Because contact paper, you usually get like maybe 2 or 3 moves, maybe 5, depending how fluffy your fabric is. But anyway, so here, I'm just gonna draw, oops, let's not move the little template. That would be bad. There we go. And we're just gonna try and draw it so you guys can see this. There, can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this all out with paper scissors. I'm doing 4 layers at a time. There. So I get the shape. Now you could have picked any shape. I picked diamonds because I thought they were kind of cool. You could do a real cute thing with paper dolls if you wanted to. You know how you made paper dolls as a kid? This would be really cute as a paper doll. So here we are. We now have 4 little templates. So let me just clean up this mess a bit. So here we are. We got 4 little templates. So now what we're going to do is we're going to score off the back of the contact paper just like you would heat and bond light with a little pin. And you just get your pin and you just scrape it along until you get a little thing there where you can open it up, and it just comes off real quick, real easy. So now let's get to putting this on our quilt. Okay, so I'm putting the contact paper in on the block, and I'm going to try and line these up approximately in the same space because I want to create a little design here. So the contact paper are these two, and then the freezer paper is this. Now I've got this iron hot, so I'm just going to iron it real quick. Don't iron the contact paper because it will melt and make a mess of your iron. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this under the machine and stitch around it. Okay, so let's get our machine set up. Okay, so I'm going to start in the middle of the block because I have kind of a plan what I want to do. Now I have a 40 weight yellow polyester thread up on top and a 50 weight Aerofill thread on the bottom that's in yellow. So I am not going to have any issue with stitches showing. So I'm just going to bring up my bobbin thread, the bottom bobbin. Okay, so now we're just going to, where's my foot pedal? It has disappeared. Hang on, here it is. It runs away from me because I don't want to sew. Okay, so I just do a few stitches in place. Sometimes that's all it needs. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go up and around this first diamond. Basically it's there to show me where I need to go. So I want to go right to the point. Now I have to lift my foot to see where my point is, and I'm just going to gently go up to the point. Okay, and then I'm going to pull my threads out of the way. And then just follow the line. I still think this would be a darling idea as a paper doll chain. And back to the center. You know, if we're a border on a little girl's quilt or something, that would be so cute. Now the idea is you're stitching right along the piece, right? And the bump, there we go. And we just go through. Now, I touched my contact paper right there just a bit, but you're going to see right away that's not going to be causing too much problem. And then I go back to the center. So I caught it right here where I put a little bit of thread right on the contact paper, but you put your finger under it and you just pull it off. Gently pull it off and we're done. So now I'm going to make another design. We're going to try and center the diamonds here just to give it a little bit more quilting. Okay, pull this one off. Now the contact paper, like I said, will work probably about 4 or 5 times, right? The freezer paper collects little fuzzy bits, and after a while it just simply won't stick. So we're going to need the hot iron again. And there. Hopefully it's hot enough to stick. Oh, there we go. Well, if not, I've got a pin. I'm good. It's not going to stick. The iron's got unplugged and it's too cold now. So I'm just going to put a little pin in there, and I'll get another little pin for this guy. That's okay. Sometimes you got to figure it out and make it happen. There we go. Now, since we're already in the middle, we're just going to maneuver around those diamonds. Kind of make an 8-pointed star with them. I say, if some people say, oh, if you don't have freezer paper, you can still use contact paper. Or in this case, what I've done is use freezer paper and just basically pinned it in place. So I mean, you know. Cardboard was also used as part of what people do with their designs. get that last diamond. Back to the center. And, okay, I caught a little bit of my freezer paper over here. Okay, I'll get that out with tweezers here in a bit. Sometimes it will not, your machine just hooks it and that's all there's to it. And you just work around it. Just pull it out with a little bit of tweezer there, just a little bit. And now I'm going to knock this off. There we go. And I'm going to pull it out. Trim the back thread and peel off my contact paper. And I am done. Oops, see it ripped. Oh well, that's okay. It'll if I were to lay it down again, it would lay flat because I didn't lose the piece. But there you go. It's quilted in a really cute little diamond shape. And I'll just flip this over for you so you can see what I've done in the back. Oh, of course, you can't see too much because the back is busy too. But this is the 50 weight. You can see some of the stitching here with the 50 weight, and on top is a 40 weight. So you can see the stitching here just a little bit more because it's a heavier thread, right? Okay, and we're done this 12-inch block. Now, this quilt is going to get really eclectically quilted. It's every time we move a block over, we're doing something a little different in each area that I've put with masking tape. So I will be going through and going back over, you know, the spots that we have missed. But yes, we're coming up. I've got 2 more ideas for you here, and then we're going to wrap up our quilting and hopefully get some more quilting done, because I've still got lots of UFOs and they're all charity quilts. So I'm hoping the charity, our community person through the Edmonton Modern Quilt Guild, went and delivered a bunch of those quilts from everybody in the guild, and I guess the charity was just overwhelmed and grateful, and it was joyful, I guess, to see how excited they were. But anyway, so I've got a lot of quilting now to get done. So we're starting a sew along for the quilt that's in the exit video, and it starts the first part of December 2021. It's a free pattern, so as long as YouTube is up, it'll remain a free pattern. We're also, once we get our websites set up, we're going to put that free pattern on our website. So there'll be places, we are working on a website. It's just my husband and myself, and there's so much to do. So we're hoping that you come join us for that sew along. It's going to be fun. It's either you can do it hand sewing or you can do it by a machine. If you have a machine, it's an intermediate pattern. If you're a hand sewer, it's a beginner pattern, because if you've done the mitered 4-patch block that we've talked about earlier this summer, you already know how to do Y seams and you already know how to do your 1/4 inch. So this will be a lot of fun. So anyways, we'll see you next week. I hope you have a great week. Okay, bye. Hello everyone. Just a quick reminder. This is the quilt we're going to start doing our sew along in the beginning of December 2021. This is a beautiful hand-pieced, hand-quilted. This is a beginner quilt for hand quilting. This is also an intermediate if you're using a sewing machine. And we're going to start this one at the beginning of December 2021. So if you're watching this 8 years from now, don't worry, it's a free pattern. It'll always remain a free pattern. We had a lot of fun doing this with our students, and we had a very enjoyable time. So if you like the videos and you like this challenge and you'd like to start a quilt along, comment below, but like, share, and subscribe with your friends. We are so happy that you're back with us if you're a subscriber. But if you're a new subscriber, please join. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, you have a great day. Bye.